Where they at though? Where they at though? Why is that showing that? We need the bam. That's what we need right there. Bam. Then we're gonna change this bad boy. Pop out chat. Why is it? Oh, that's right. I gotta go. Give me 1 second, my peoples. I had this all set up, and then all of a sudden you go live, and the chat don't want to show up. You know we gotta get the chat to show up. You know we gotta get the chat to show up. I think we got it right here now. Bam. Oh. Go right here. All right. Why can't I show the chat? There we go. Bam. There we go. Bam. What's up, guys? Welcome to NFD TV. All K's all day. If you rocking with the U, do you know what to do? Hit that like and subscribe button so you never, ever miss out on a video. And this week, the Miami Hurricanes, we have a bye week. We have a kickback week. We have a chill week. We have a week to get people healthy. According to Blake Baker, we got a week to get the run game fixed. Or the run defense fixed. Hell, we need to get our running game fixed as well offensively. We got a lot to fix. But we going in 5-1. Come on now. We going in to this bye week 5-1 with our only loss to an undefeated Clemson team that has mollywopped everybody else. Mind you, in that game, we had a chance in the second half, you know. We blocked the field goal. We get the ball at half. We don't score, but then we force a turnover, and we just couldn't capitalize. So we're 5-1. 5-1. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, man. I mean, there's things to work on, but right now, being 5-1, I'm feeling good. But OG Kane brings up a great point. And let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat kicking it with your boy today. You go where? Miami Hurricane, Mr. HD, OG Kane, Jeffrey. How y'all living? How y'all feeling? But OG Kane says Manny is 1-4 coming off of bye weeks. Yes, he is. Who was his one win? Who can tell me that? Who was his one win? Manny Diaz 1-4 coming off of the bye weeks. Who was his one win? Will Sky in the house. Will Sky never told no lie. Aaron in the house. Yes, sir, I will. I appreciate that. Who was his one victory? If he's 1-4 coming off of bye weeks, Central Michigan. Some people in the chat saying 0-4. The bottom line is we've looked like shit coming off bye weeks. We've looked like dog doo-doo coming off bye weeks. So this NC State game, right? This NC State game is at night, Friday night games. You already know that when it's a Friday night games, everybody's like, oh, you know, it's that Friday night curse or whatever it is, you know. playing a college football game on Friday nights. This is going to tell us a lot about Manny Diaz and his coaching staff. Will Scott says he's 0-4. Okay, that sounds about right. I was about to say, who has he beaten coming off a bye? So this, if we lose to NC State, and I don't, the Clemson game, let's be honest, Clemson's going to make a lot of people look bad. But if we lose to an NC State team who their quarterback is injured, will he play, will he not play? We don't know. But if we look bad coming off a bye week, that has to be a direct reflection of the coaching staff. It has to be. It has to be a direct reflection of the head honcho. It has to be. It has to be. One time you do it, you can say, oh, okay, I don't know. Second time you do it, in that North Carolina game, I remember we just came out looking like we hadn't been the team that started the season off. Then Clemson. We got to be ready. We got to be ready. Now, I haven't watched a lot of NC State. I do want to look at them before I start talking about if we're going to beat them. But if they're playing without their starting quarterback, we should beat them. I mean, look, we're coming in. If you put the rosters, and I'm saying this without me looking at any film, but let's just look at some pros and cons and some bullet points. If you put up our roster against their roster, we have the better talent. If you put up, we're coming off a bye week. I don't know if they're coming off the bye week. They're dealing with their starting quarterback being injured. So just looking at the tail of the tape coming right off the bat, then hey, I'm saying this. Listen. This is a game that we should win. More importantly, it's going to be interesting to see how we play. Shout out to everybody coming in. Stunner Boy Canes, 4KT. I appreciate y'all coming through. Mo in the house. I appreciate y'all coming through. There's no escaping the whole Manny Diaz is bad after a bye if this team doesn't play well. Now, as I started this off by saying, it's 5-1. I'm feeling good, right? 5-1, I'm feeling good. But there are some warning signals, I guess you could say. There are some question marks of things that have happened that makes me think, hey, Manny Diaz, do you got this thing under control? Right? So one of the things that's a warning signal to me, and I'm not talking about on the field. This is more of stuff that's happening in-house. Mike Harley, Mike Harley coming out and saying that they've been taking shortcuts. Said they've been taking shortcuts. The fan base has been calling out the wide receivers since day one. And people have said, y'all don't know what you're talking about. Y'all need to cut them some slack. And then Mike Harley, who just had the game of his life, much respect to the kid, he comes out and says they've been taking shortcuts. Bruh, we just got beat by FIU. We just came off a season by losing to Louisiana Tech. What do you mean you've been taking shortcuts? What do you mean it's been some shortcuts? What? Manny Diaz, you letting these kids take shortcuts? Shortcuts? What have we done to deserve shortcuts? Why does it take 5 games in, for the coaching staff to say, hey, we may start new players for Mike Harley to have the game of his career? And I want to say, hey, Mike Harley, you did your thing. You dominated that game. You put your foot on that game. But this man said, we taking shortcuts. We've been taking shortcuts. This man, listen, this man, and this is why it's so alarming. And the reason that I waited to speak on this is because I wanted to give a couple days to see if anybody was going to say he made a mistake. I wanted to give it a couple days to see if Manny Diaz was going to come out and say something. But look, this man said it went downhill after the Clemson game. It went downhill after the Clemson game, and we taking shortcuts. If anything, hold on one second. Give me a second here. I want to make sure everything is still loaded up good. Okay. If anything, the Clemson game should have been the wake-up call. If anything, the Clemson game should have been the I'm not on their level. It shouldn't have took the call. It should have been the Clemson. Clemson put them boys in y'all face and said, I don't think y'all can beat us. Clemson put them D-boys in them DBs in y'all grill and said, I dare y'all to throw it my way. Clemson put them DBs so far up in their face, you could smell what our receivers had for lunch, dinner, and everything. Clemson put them DBs so far up in their grill that them boys could have caught COVID. And you want to say y'all were taking shortcuts after that disrespect? Come on now. Come on now. Come on. What? What? Am I hearing what I had to rewatch the footage. I had to rewatch the interview because I couldn't believe what the man had said. And I want to say it again. Mike Harley had a hell of a game. And I guess to a certain extent, we can thank him for being honest. You know, as somebody who creates content, you know, I'm glad that he was honest. I'm very glad that he was honest with us. I'm very glad that he told us. But that's alarming. That's alarming that even after Clemson beat us down, the wide receivers were so-called taking shortcuts. You know, a senior on this team. So we look back at things like this. So we look back. Nah, Dorian, I'm glad he said it because we all were thinking it. Listen, sometimes I'll say stuff and I'll say, maybe I'm wrong. You know, I'll say something like, maybe in practice, they're just giving everything they give it. Maybe in practice, they doing everything they can. I'm not at practice. I don't know. Sometimes I say, maybe I'm wrong. And then that boy come out and say something like that, and I'm saying, whoo, I knew we wasn't crazy. I knew we wasn't crazy. I knew we wasn't crazy. That was crazy to me. That was crazy to me. You know, and OGK says it's up to the players to stay after practice. Manny and staff are only allowed to be with them. Listen, and before I go into that comment, you know, it kind of makes sense how, you know, KJ Osborne was a hell of a player. KJ Osborne, I love KJ Osborne. He was a hell of a player. But this man literally got transferred to Miami, bam, day one starter. Day one starter. This man came to Miami, bam, day one leader. Why was that? Because listen, If we've been taking shortcuts this year, no telling what the hell we was doing when we was only winning 6 games. No telling. Now, to OG Kane, he says that Manny Diaz, you know, they are legally, you know, they can't tell these players to stay after. But let's be honest. Let's be honest here. Let's be real here. I think it needs to be, you gotta be pointed at it. You gotta hint at it. Like, in the film room, listen, y'all motherfuckers, y'all ain't getting beat deep. Y'all ain't getting deep. Y'all ain't catching passes deep. Maybe y'all should stay after. Maybe y'all should stay after. I said, maybe y'all should stay after. You ain't got to tell them, but you can hint at it. And then again, are we recruiting the right guys to where when they get to their senior year, when they've been in the program, are we recruiting the right guys when they saying, oh, when they don't even want to get better at their craft? Listen, Mike Harley, you should be staying after. You trying to get to the league, homie. You trying to get to the league, right? You trying to get to the league. I don't understand it. It's crazy. So we're 5-1, but that was a red flag to me to say, hey, you know, hey, what's going on behind closed doors? The next thing is Cameron Harris calling out the coaching staff. Ha! Oh Lord, hold up now. Cameron Harris calling out the coaching staff. Hold on now. Hey, Cam Harris calling out the coaching staff. My man Cam Harris said, y'all have disrespected me for 3 straight games. Not 1, not 2, 3 straight games. Cameron Harris, after a win, you know, everybody's telling the fan base, listen, y'all need to be happy that we just beat Virginia. Y'all need to be excited that we just beat Virginia. A win is a win. Y'all need to be excited that we beat Virginia. Tell it to Cameron Harris, because as soon as the game was over, I mean, this man got in the locker room, got straight to his phone to let the world know the coaches have disrespected him for 3 straight games. My co-host, shout out to my boy from Kane's Legacy, Chris. He said maybe he talking to the fans. No, he ain't talking to the fans because he went straight to the locker room. He didn't celebrate a win. He didn't shake nobody's hands. He probably still had full pads on tweeting after a win. That's what we doing now. That's what we doing now. So, 5-1, but there are warning signs. We got a player who's supposed to be our leader tweeting after a win. What that tell you about the coaches? Manny Diaz doing slip and slides. Cameron Harris tweeting, you disrespected me 3 straight games. Oh yeah, he was talking to the coaches. Because Rhett Lashley came out and said that he's feeling frustrated. Rather he had the right to feel frustrated. Rather you think that he's not the best running back. The bottom line is, damn, do these players respect the coaches? Do these players respect the coaches? That's something that has to be asked. If the starting running back is talking, while the head coach is doing a slip and slide, the starting running back is talking about you disrespected. Twitter fingers. That's the question that's got to be asked. What do y'all think would happen if the starting running back of Alabama called out Nick Saban? Come on now. What would y'all think if the starting running back, if Travis Etienne called out Dabo? Come on now. Come on now. There are warning signs. There are warning signs. Winning is great. Winning is good, and I'm excited for what we've been doing, but there are some warning signs. Mike Harley, then they taking shortcuts. Cameron Harris, he said they, he felt disrespected. Now, I see a lot of people talking about the offensive line, and really our offensive line is who they are. There's sometimes I look at our offensive line and I say, damn, that's a nice pocket. I say, man, we got a nice pocket. We got a nice pocket to throw. And then I'll look, and then when I rewatch the Virginia game, and when you're watching the game, you're following the ball. So a lot of times you don't see the offensive line. So when you rewatch the game and you see number 11 in the backfield, when I'm watching the game, I'm thinking this. I'm thinking, okay, number 11 must have just, he just had a good get off. He guessed the play, or maybe we purposely left him unblocked. And then you rewatch it, and you just see our tackles getting manhandled. I saw one play where Scaife, somebody said Scaife. Yeah, Britton Kane said Scaife. I saw one play where literally they hiked the ball. Scaife got picked up off his feet, ended up on his back looking up at the sky. No lie. Go watch the highlights. I said, damn, I didn't see it Friday because, I'm looking at the ball. Shit. Look, we're 5-1. I want to know what you guys think. We're 5-1. I want to know what you guys think. Let's go ahead and right here, you can go ahead and call in 147-431-6553. And we can talk about this. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how y'all feeling. Are we feeling good? Because there's no right or wrong answer here. When people say I'm happy to be 5-1, yeah. When people say I'm happy but we got concerns, yeah. I mean, it's just to who you are. But if you would have told me at the beginning of the year, hey, 5-1, are you taking it? I would have said, heck yeah. Hey, hold on one second. My bad. Give me 1 second here. Whoever just called. I knew I forgot to do something. All right, my bad. Go ahead and call back whoever just called in, 147-9-431-6553. Go ahead and call in. But let's see what the chat's saying here. We pop out at your party. I'm with the gang. Mike Harley looked all right. We need a taller quarterback with the same speed, no running game. I'm happy we got King. I think King's played well. I mean, if we don't have De'Aaron King, we looking a lot worse than 5-1. I promise you that. I promise you that. I thought when you doing a run play, the O lineman supposed to be pushing the D lineman up the field, not standing there blocking on the run play. Yeah, man, I honestly feel like when you watch our running plays, we don't get any push. I feel like there's no push. I feel like there's no push at all, honestly. It's like, and I feel bad for our running backs. That's why, hey, like a lot of people are on Cam's face because somehow when Chaney and Nine's getting in there, they're able to run the ball. At least last game, they're able to get that rock moving. They're able to get that rock grooving. They're not in sync with the RPO. Agreed. We got to get the RPO down. I honestly can't believe De'Aaron King hasn't pulled the RPO. Most of his big time runs comes on the quarterback. Like a miss, like it's a passing play, but there's nobody open and he takes off run. That's what most of our big runs have been. We need holes for the running backs to dash into. Yeah, I mean, I think we all can agree that the offensive line just isn't getting the push that it needs. You know, even when we get like when we're up in the fourth quarter, with the running backs that we have, with the quarterback that we should have, we should be able to literally milk the clock. But it's crazy that we can't do that because, hey, if a team know we're going to run the ball, we have no chance because our offensive line, they ain't getting no push. Yeah, you're right, Rick Scott. That's what I meant, scramble. Yeah, man, it's a couple teams out there who got the big old lines that's doing big things. Why do y'all think that is? What's crazy is I saw there was like a stat that Miami was one of the top 5, top 10 schools in putting offensive linemen in the NFL. I think, you know, Wisconsin, they were showing the Wisconsin game and they put up some type of graphic and I was like, what? So is it the coaches? Yeah. Like what? What's up with that? I wish I would have screenshotted that stat. So tell me, how are y'all feeling? That's the question. Let me know in the chat. Are you feeling good at this point in the season? Are you feeling positive? Do you have worries? What do you think? Oh, I definitely think Will Mallory's hurt. I don't think Will Mallory's 100%. The man's limping every week. He's definitely not 100%. Miami will need a Willis McGahee type of back. Shit, they don't make those too much. Lenora says, I'm not impressed at all. You're not impressed at all? Yeah, Mallory definitely has gotten exposed these last couple games with his blocking. But I'm wondering, is he a bad blocker or is he hurt? I know he hurt. What's the consensus thought on Coach Blake Baker? What is the consensus thought on Coach Blake Baker? Some people want Blake Baker gone. Some people think Coach Blake Baker should stay. Oh man, y'all gotta tell me why. Gregory Rousseau opted out. Kane Forever says he's doing his job. The problem ain't Baker. calls too much soft coverage. I agree with that. I would like to see more physical. Yeah, I agree with all that. He don't blitz enough to know situational football. I don't think when the people say fire Blake Baker, I don't think he's done enough to justify him getting fired. I don't think he's done enough to justify him getting fired. Do we agree or disagree? You may not agree with his calls. You may not agree with his philosophy, but I don't think he's done enough to where he needs to get fired. Can we agree? Can we agree with that? Chosen says demote him. We're going to demote him. And who's going to be the D coordinator? If we demote him, who's going to be the D coordinator? Man, honestly, stretch it out entertainment. I think it's hard to be a headhunter nowadays. Y'all see Amari Carter? Man gets he said demote him. It's hard to be a headhunter, man. It's hard to be a headhunter. The way they're especially the way they officiate Miami games. It's hard to be a headhunter nowadays. I mean, you got 5'8", 5'9" wide receivers ducking their head. What do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna get your shit pushed in. Name one. Let's name some people who you would call headhunters nowadays at the college level from the last couple years. It's hard to name them. It's hard to name somebody who used to just knock people out. Well, Carter's got that reputation now. Even if Carter hugs a player and he hugs them hard, they're going to throw a flag. They're going to throw a flag for real, for real. I like Carter. I just think now with his reputation, he's a liability. With his reputation, he's a liability because when he get kicks out of a game, and then all of a sudden, Garvin Hall gets in a cramp, then we got a safety, then we got a freshman safety in the game just like that. Now, next year, when we get that depth, next year, when we have Avante, when we have James Williams, then okay, hey, go out there, Amari, we want you to go out there, knock out the best fucking receiver, get kicked out, and then we got the goons behind you. But right now, we don't have enough depth. Right now, we don't have enough depth. We can't afford to have Amari the headhunter because you're one COVID situation away from starting a freshman. And you see, when the freshmen get out there, they be asking questions. They don't be doing what they doing some of the time. So, I don't know. Like I said, next year, if he comes back next year, hey, let's get it. Hey, we got a $1.99 super chat in the house. $1.99 by BG. Football Funk, Miami Hurricanes is dead. Let's go Clemson. We 5-1, baby. We 5-1, baby. Listen, we can talk about us having warnings. We can talk about this and that. And we're going to talk about it because we family. And we're going to talk about it because we want this team to be the best. And we're going to talk about it because you never want to be consistent. But right now, as of today, as of October 27th, as of right now, we 5-1. Right now, baby. Should be a top 10 team, baby. You best believe I'm going to milk this 5-1, baby. If after this bye week, everything goes to shit, I'm going to milk this 5-1, baby. They can't take that away. They can't take that away. We got them 5 wins. We 5-1. And listen, if you in the chat right now and you think, well, we 5-1 and things gonna go bad, well, hey, when it go bad, then hey, we'll talk about it then. But right now, we 5-1. And any other fan base coming in here talking to me, that's all I got to say to you is we 5-1, baby. Don't want to hear about it. Yeah, but y'all, so we 5-1. And look, Clemson, you can argue, is one of the is the best team in the nation. Right now, you're looking at Clemson as the best team in the nation. 5-1. One of those losses came to Clemson. Yeah. Bro, Florida State fans, they done trolling. Florida State fans, they ain't got nothing to troll. Hey, Florida State fans, they can't say nothing, man. This is the quietest I've ever seen the Florida State fan base this year. I mean, damn. Florida State fans can't say nothing on this page. Florida State fans, they quiet. You gotta, hey, them boys quiet, man. They almost came back. Hey, when they beat North Carolina, they started talking that stuff about Jordan Travis would have beat, and then Louisville almost put 50 piece on them. Florida State fans, man, them boys, they got it bad. Listen, sometimes, y'all, some of y'all upset. Some of y'all upset that we 5-1 right now. I need y'all to go watch a Florida State game. Because I watched that Louisville game and I was just like, thank you, God. Thank you, God. Because them boys ain't got no hope. They ain't got no hope. It's really sad. It's really sad. If you're a Miami Hurricane fan, you've watched a lot of Florida State fans. You've watched some of the Florida State greats because you're a Miami Hurricane fan. When you watch this team, it's just really just sad. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. It's really just sad watching them boys. It's really just sad watching Florida State. Hey, my boy Kane Juice 305 says 5-1, baby. Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate that $5 donation. Bama Marino 6 says $2 donation. Says I'll see y'all in Atlanta. Roll Tide. Yes, sir. I think I'm gonna be at that game. If the whole COVID situation is down, I'm gonna be at that game. I'm gonna be at that Miami versus Alabama 2021. Boy, Rick, didn't they almost gave up that Jacksonville game in that North Carolina game. Vincent says leave Blake Baker alone. Rhett Lashley. Hey, let me ask y'all this. Who's done a better job? Let me ask y'all this. Who's done a better job? Who's done a better job as a coordinator? I need to know in the chat. Rhett Lashley or Blake Baker? Which one of them has had the better year? And I'm talking about this year. Which one of them has had the better year? Let's see what the chat's saying. Let's see what the chat's saying. We got Red. Is everybody going? No, Will Scott says Blake Baker. Will Scott says Blake Baker. Hey, guys, you can call in 1-479-431-6553. If you want to call in and tell me how you feeling after being 5-1, be my guest. Blake Baker. Baby Shaq says they both look bad right now. Stretch It Out says Ed Reed has done the best. Sebastian Iben to put in work. Damn, that's a good question. That's a good question. Who has done a better job at their job? as a coordinator? That is a good question. It looks like it's 50-50. Some people saying Rhett, some people saying Blake Baker. OG Kane, you speaking the truth. OG Kane, our defense has kept us in every game. Will Scott says our defense is top 25. Rick Scott says he don't know. Ooh, hey, Kane Forever says it. So here's the thing, Kane Forever. Here's the thing right here. Kane Forever says, where's it at? Where's my guy? He says, Rhett Lashley schemed up auto touchdowns every week. He shows us what we complain about every week. Why is it that we only can scheme up 1 or 2 plays a week? My boy Ian in the house. What up, Ian? Hey, shout out to Ian, man. Ian be supporting me on all of the platforms. My guy on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Hey, I appreciate it. What's up, Ian? You know, I mean, I feel like we need, like, it's like we do that one auto, we get that auto touchdown, and then we just go into shit. DJ in here repping Notre Dame. Listen, DJ, ain't nobody, and I mean this with all sincerity. Ain't nobody afraid of the Fighting Irish. Because we know when the lights get bright, we know when y'all get on TV, we know when everybody's looking at you, and you got to go up against a Miami, and you got to go up against a Clemson, and you got to go up against any team with any type of speed. Y'all know what happened to Notre Dame. You're getting your ass spanked. Now, you can go and beat the Virginia Techs. You can go and beat the Wake Forest. But we know when you line it up against us, and it's something on the line, and the lights are bright, and they got College Game Day there, we know what y'all gonna do. So we not surprised. Y'all some bums. Y'all have always been bums. Y'all are regular season warriors. Congratulations. You're regular season warriors. But when y'all go up against them Canes, tell me what happened last time. Tell us what happened last time. We know what happened. We don't even have to say it because we know what happened. If Miami didn't have a trash O-line, we would look better, but them dives up the middle be killing the drive. I think it's on first down. I think it's in first down. We didn't just beat y'all, we beat the brakes off y'all. We went inside y'all's spirit and stole it from you. You came into our house, you didn't knock on the door, you started grabbing the remote, and we kick your ass out. That's what we did to you. I don't want to hear about no 20 years, no 30 years. I want to talk about what happened in the game. And what happened in the game is y'all boys got your asses whooped. Listen, we were beating y'all so bad, they said, damn, why did we even put this on prime time? Why did we even hype this game up? That boy Chris Fowler said, and the chains are coming out again. Good Lord. We had the quarterback seeing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Exactly. So, DJ, what does that tell you about y'all? If we beat the brakes off for you and you got to tell us who else we lost to, what does that tell us about your team? Your team did not beat us, did it? Nope. So, thank you. Back to what I was saying. First down kills us. Because I think this offense is dictated off what we do on first down. And if we can't get positive yards on first down, if we throw an incompletion on first down, it's like after that, everything gets slowed down. Everything gets slowed down. Hey, hold up. Shout out to Norman. Norman says both sides have challenges, but the D is showing signs of improvement. Holding UVA to 14 points is hard to do. The Cavs used 3 quarterbacks to try to, yeah, they invented the offense. Think about that. Y'all gotta, hey, listen, man. I know y'all be giving Blake Baker heat, and I'm not saying that it's not justified at times. But like Norman said, they invented a whole new offense. Virginia invented a whole new offense. It could only score one time. You know, they scored twice, but the other time that was just a miss. We just didn't get lined up right. So, I mean, the defense has been bending, but we haven't broke. I mean, we really, the defense really has kept us in games, though. Even in the Pittsburgh game, when De'Aaron King threw those 2 interceptions, the defense held up. Tampa Bay Nation, come on. Tampa Bay Nation, come on. Tampa Bay Nation says, don't be trash next game, Mike Harley. That's what I got to see from Mike Harley. Mike Harley, you came out and had a hell of a game, son. And remember, Mike Harley had a touchdown in the Pittsburgh game. Okay, I said, okay, Mike, I see you. You got your touchdown, but we got to see you consistently. And then he came out against Virginia, 10 receptions, 100 yards, over 100 yards on their heads. Bada bing, bada boom. I said, okay, I see you, Mike Harley. But now they got film on you, Mike Harley. Okay? Now they know that, hey, a lot of these wide receivers haven't done anything, but this guy, Mike Harley, he has done something. So now they're going to be eyeing you. And what will you do, Mike Harley? That is going to be the question. I'm hoping, because honestly, I'm really rooting for Mike Harley. I really am, man. I like Mike. We all like Mike. We're all rooting for Mike. But let's see if he can put together another great week of practice, get better over the bye week, and when teams are focusing on him, can he beat his man? Because if you think about it, he should have had another touchdown, but De'Aaron King overthrew him. Oh, yeah. Elliot, tell me about it, Elliot. Yep. Stretch it out. Come on, man. Don't be crazy now. The man's out there getting open. The man's out there making plays. He does look weird running the ball, but he's fast. My boy David in the house. What up, David? Hey, that Pope catch was nice. That Pope catch was nice. And see, when they do things like that, that's what we expect from them. That's what we expect from them. And if we can continue to do that, I think that's going to help our running game. If we can continue to do that, I think that's going to help our running games. Rob Likens is our wide receivers coach. He came over from Arizona State. That's right. I gotta talk to my boy Bubba Bolden. Bubba Bolden, GB3. Both of them had a couple. They had a couple missed tackles that I was like, man, that's not the normal GB3. That's not the normal guys. That's not normally what they do. I'm talking about missed tackles wise. So. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the chat right here, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. We will be doing these live shows more often. Tomorrow, I have a special guest. We got my guy Chris from Kane's Legacy. We're actually going to go live, and we're going to talk about mid-season. We're going to talk about where everybody is mid-season. If you guys could right now, if you could hit that like button, because if you hit that like button, that's going to really push this that's going to push this video out and to show other Miami Hurricane fans what we do over here. So hit that like button, and when you hit that like button, that's basically telling other Canes family like, hey, we go live over here and we do it big over here. I'm going to go live tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Wednesday? with an interview. I'm gonna try to get 2 interviews tomorrow. That's the goal, is for me to try to get 2 interviews. So I'm gonna try to do one in the afternoon and then one late in the evening. So hey, we grinding over here, we shining over here. Hey, this wouldn't be possible without you guys. So I appreciate you guys. Much love. Hey, if you rocking with the U, hey, that's all we gotta do, man. I'm out. Much love. Peace.